Sean Diddy Combs, the name synonymous with hip-hop mogul, entrepreneur, and cultural icon, now finds himself embroiled in a legal battle that threatens to dismantle his carefully crafted image. The allegations are serious, ranging from emotional abuse and manipulation to sex trafficking, painting a picture of a man who allegedly used his power and influence to exploit and silence vulnerable individuals. This isn't just a celebrity scandal, it's a public reckoning that has captivated the nation and ignited a firestorm of debate. The world watches as Diddy's carefully constructed empire, built on music, fashion, and a carefully curated public persona, faces its most significant challenge yet. The outcome of this case has the potential to reshape not only Diddy's legacy, but also the landscape of the entertainment industry and beyond. As the legal proceedings unfold, one thing is certain: the stakes are incredibly high, and the world is watching. The allegations against Diddy are not new. Whispers and rumors have circulated for years, but the recent emergence of multiple accusers, emboldened by the #MeToo movement and a growing intolerance for abuse of power, has brought these accusations to the forefront. The court of public opinion is already in session, with many questioning whether the man they once admired is capable of the heinous acts of which he is accused. The legal battles are just beginning, but the impact is already being felt. Diddy's business ventures are facing scrutiny, his brand partnerships are under threat, and his carefully curated image lies in tatters. The question remains, will Diddy be held accountable for his alleged actions, or will his wealth, power, and influence allow him to escape justice? At the heart of the legal maelstrom surrounding Diddy lies a series of disturbing accusations that paint a picture of a man who allegedly used his position of power to manipulate and exploit those around him. The accusations detail a pattern of behavior that allegedly spans decades, ensnaring aspiring artists, vulnerable young women, and even those within his inner circle. One of the most serious allegations centers around claims of sex trafficking, with Diddy accused of using his influence and resources to coerce women into sexual acts for his own benefit and that of his associates. These accusations, if proven true, could carry severe legal consequences and irrevocably tarnish Diddy's reputation. Beyond the accusations of sex trafficking, Diddy is also facing allegations of emotional abuse and manipulation. Former employees and romantic partners have come forward with harrowing accounts of Diddy's alleged controlling behavior, claiming he used intimidation, threats, and financial leverage to maintain control over their lives. The sheer number and severity of the accusations against Diddy are impossible to ignore. While he maintains his innocence, the mounting evidence and growing chorus of voices speaking out against him raise serious questions about his conduct and the potential for a pattern of abuse that has gone unchecked for far too long. As the legal case against Diddy gains momentum, the spotlight has also fallen on Christina Korum, a woman alleged to have played a pivotal role in facilitating Diddy's alleged crimes. Korum, once a trusted member of Diddy's inner circle, is now facing accusations of acting as his madam, procuring women for him and his associates.
The parallels between my alleged role and that of Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein, are difficult to ignore. Both women are accused of using their connections and influence to lure vulnerable individuals into the orbit of powerful men, facilitating their abuse.
Korum's alleged involvement in Diddy's alleged crimes adds a chilling layer to the case, raising questions about the extent of the alleged conspiracy and the potential for a network of enablers who turned a blind eye to Diddy's alleged behavior. Her testimony, if she chooses to cooperate with authorities, could prove invaluable in securing a conviction against Diddy. The accusations against Korum highlight the dark underbelly of power and influence, revealing how easily individuals can be manipulated and exploited when those in positions of authority abuse their power. Her alleged role in Diddy's alleged crimes serves as a stark reminder that justice demands accountability not only for the perpetrators, but also for those who enable and facilitate their crimes. The legal battle surrounding Diddy has taken a significant turn with the convening of a grand jury, signaling a potential escalation in the charges against him. This development suggests that prosecutors believe they have gathered sufficient evidence to warrant a formal indictment, potentially on charges even more serious than those he currently faces. Grand juries operate in secrecy, hearing evidence presented by prosecutors to determine if there is probable cause to believe a crime has been committed. The grand jury's decision to indict or not will have significant implications for the trajectory of the case against Diddy.
The grand jury's investigation is particularly concerning for Diddy's defense team, as it allows prosecutors to subpoena witnesses, obtain documents and compel testimony without the same level of scrutiny and public disclosure required in a trial setting. This secrecy gives prosecutors a tactical advantage in building their case.
The possibility of a superseding indictment, which would add new charges or defendants to the existing case, looms large over Diddy. Such an indictment could significantly increase the potential penalties he faces and further complicate his defense strategy.
The prosecution is focused on two main charges: conspiracy and fraud. We're confident that the evidence will support these charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
The prosecution's strategy is clear. They aim to prove that Combs orchestrated a complex scheme, manipulating both individuals and financial systems.
Our defense strategy is facing significant challenges. The evidence presented by the prosecution is extensive, but we are committed to proving Combs' innocence. Every piece of evidence needs to be scrutinized, and we believe there are inconsistencies that can be brought to light.
The defense is under immense pressure. With mounting evidence against Combs, they need to find a way to dismantle the prosecution's case.
The sheer volume of evidence is staggering. The prosecution has compiled a comprehensive case, leaving little room for doubt. However, the defense still has opportunities to challenge the credibility and relevance of this evidence.
As the trial progresses, the weight of evidence becomes a critical factor. Both sides are gearing up for a battle that will determine the outcome of this high-stakes case. The potential consequences of this case are, well, enormous. If convicted, Combs could face decades behind bars. The charges are severe, and the prosecution appears to have a compelling case. This trial could set a precedent, influencing how similar cases are handled in the future. The legal community is watching closely, knowing that the outcome here might change the landscape of criminal justice for years to come. Public perception plays a huge role in high-profile cases like this. The media has painted Combs in a variety of lights, from a misunderstood genius to a calculating predator. Social media is abuzz with opinions, debates, and, of course, misinformation. In the court of public opinion, the stakes are just as high, if not higher, than in the actual courtroom. How the public views this case could influence the jury, the legal proceedings, and even future legislation. The implications for the music industry are, well, significant. Combs was a towering figure, and his fall from grace could have ripple effects throughout the industry. Record labels, artists, and fans are all grappling with what this means for the future. Will this case lead to more stringent regulations? Will it change how artists are managed and promoted? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the music industry will never be the same. The repercussions of this case will be felt for years to come. Beyond the immediate legal consequences, there are broader societal implications. This case has sparked conversations about power, accountability, and justice. It has forced us to confront uncomfortable truths and to question long-held beliefs. The lasting impact of this case will be measured not just in legal terms, but in how it shapes our collective consciousness and our approach